and me, the silly guy in the blue shirt. Today, I'm going to review a topic that I hate to have to review because this is not something we as the people should have to deal with, which is if it's for Trump, then the rule is it is for thee and not for ye, or it is for me and not for thee, depending on how you want to do it. The grift is on. In the last 4 days, we've had two major events, two major breaking news, where $1.5 billion will end up being spent for Trump's enjoyment
A
and
billion
his
and a half
benefit. A
with a
billion and
B.
a half for Trump's enjoyment and own personal gain, while kids are being kicked off of Medicare who are American citizens, while American citizens lose access to those services that they've been paying into their entire life. And before you get rowdy about immigrants and no, 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 go read the bill and go see how the new requirements for like work if you're not disabled and so on play into who gets to stay on Medicare and who doesn't. And Stephen
Medicaid,
Miller,
Medicaid or Medicare?
Medicaid, I thought. And
Okay,
then I
Medicaid.
don't know if you heard, please go look this up. Stephen Miller, I believe it was, just said in live and caught on video, Social Security is up for grabs too. They announced that there's a loophole that they were introduced in the bill that through Trump's child savings accounts or something like that, they can redirect the privatization of Social Security and take it away from you that have been paying for all your lives. The one that
Say
they
that
said are
again.
running out of money, privatizing Social Security through some kind of child accounts under the Trump plan. Goodbye Social Security, goodbye Medicaid, goodbye everything. But we have $1.5 billion to spend on Trump's funding time. All right, let's get into some of these articles and talk about the how bullshit this really is.
All right.
So the first one is announced today. Here, let me pull the window up for you. Share, share, screen.
Hey, if you're
Window.
watching, I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button. Let us know what you think in the comments. We're just trying to figure this
So
stuff out. This is crazy what's going on out here in the freaking USA.
now a lot of people may say, "Well, Trump's entitled to this," and you're partially right. If he would,
Intelligence is, what did you say?
you're partially. If you think Trump is entitled as president to do this, you're partially right. But there's a piece
Oh.
in here that everybody needs to be paying attention to because that's the grift. All right, so Trump is going to announce officially, and Levitt has a video you can go find out and watch it, that they're announcing plans to add a ballroom to the White House. Why? Do we need this? No.
Sounds like a strip club. Is that what it is? Is
Sure,
it a
why
strip
not?
club?
With maybe younger girls, I don't know. But it's going to cost the American taxpayers 200 million. Now, come on, we all know that's not going to be real. It's going to be 400 to 500 million before
He
it's
just got a
over.
plane from Qatar. How would we say that that's not going to be
Ah,
real?
let's get to that next because that whole Qatar plane's even worse now. Because I
Uh-oh.
called it, I called it, I called it.
All right.
Anyway, the big thing about this that really stood out wasn't that he's going to add a ballroom or he's going to change the plans at a White House or whatever. Like, you know what? The White House changes, it's not that big a deal. How it's funded, though, isn't through congressional approval. It's going to be funded by private donors. So Levitt characterized the new construction, which she said will be funded by Trump and other private donors,
That
which
means
means
construction,
that means
that
Qatar,
regulations are going to be cut.
that means Qatar or Russia or other dark monies that are coming in through secondary channels, bribes can all be funneled now into a new thing that his people can grift out of. And that 200 million could become a billion before it's over. And he could pocket half of that. That's one scenario. But the fact that the White House is not going to be upgraded with congressional approval or oversight or funding from the
Or
American people,
oversight.
but through private donors is grift.
Yeah.
It's blatant grift. Unquestionably grift.
Well, if there's any
Period.
MAGA supporters out there, they probably get an email from Donald Trump every day saying what the dire news is and how much he loves their support and needs their money today. Like he asked for money more than a church.
I mean, at this point, that's just a Nigerian email scam. But anyway,
Yeah.
I did see something about them setting up like a GoFundMe or something to pay off the national debt. What an idiot. Anyway,
Really? And people
I
are
don't.
probably paying it. I bet that thing's full.
Yeah, just like the border, right? People
And
paying for the Great
it's
Wall.
probably all the broke people that are donating all this money too, which is it's sad.
But private donors are going to be giving money without any oversight, any control, or any criteria, any legislation, or any protection to prevent against corruption to pay to upgrade the White House.
No, this is panhandling at the highest level. This is straight panhandling.
And
They're making it legal to be like, hey, just give me a bunch of money. Don't worry about what the hell we do with it.
and there's a caveat to this. I think it's even worse. Do you think this is going to be done in the next 2 years?
I don't think
Or
it's
do
gonna
you
be done
think
at
he's
all.
going to
I think it's
start
a funnel for money. I think it's just a vacuum for money.
Well, I think there's a good chance that they'll start it just like they did with the
The
wall.
wall?
It'll get partially done, and then he'll say, "Sorry, suckers, Democrats, when you come in the office, good luck, buttercups."
No, and then he'll start a what do you call it? A
It'll be
nonprofit.
like
He'll start a nonprofit. He'll ask his supporters again for money to fund that project. Then he'll steal from that.
that's actually what he did with.
They've already proven it.
Yeah. So the Democrats will have to go in there and fix that shit later. Yet another thing the Democrats will have to go fix. Anyway, let me share the Qatar thing because that pissed me off too.
Qatar.
I told you this is going to happen.
Jonathan told your ass.
I told you.
See? He told you.
Qatar plane that could be the new Air Force One will be given unconditional gift to the Pentagon. But if you read the unconditional donation, actually says in here that after Trump's term, he gets to keep the plane.
Who is the CNN source on that?
I don't know. You can go ask Natasha. But
Natasha.
This is the deal that they've talked about. So not only did we accept the plane, and not only did Hedgepath put almost $1 billion to the side to renovate this plane to make
Who
it
the
Air
hell's
Force One.
Hedgepath, Jonathan?
What's his face? The
Hegseth.
Hedgepath, whatever. Hegseth set aside almost $1 billion through back channels in order to retrofit this plane into the new Air Force One instead of giving it to Americans for American. Anyway, sorry. No American jobs on this one.
I'm super stoked though that President Trump's getting this really awesome plane from one of our not friends but not enemies. I don't know who they are.
Well, he technically called them enemies of the state before his first.
Okay, according to Trump, he's our enemies then.
Yeah.
Why are we taking gifts from our enemies?
Because they're gifts, and he likes gifts, and he likes.
Money. I know what he likes. Why is the MAGA okay with him accepting gifts from our enemies?
How is it they said idiocracy? I like money. But the fact that he's going to keep this after his presidency, yeah, he's going to keep it after his presidency. That was one of the things I heard about.
Can you make it bigger? I can barely see it.
Can you include the link in the notes later?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you go look this up, not this one. Wait, I'm on the wrong one. Sorry. Okay. If you look this up, there is information. If you go look elsewhere about finalizing the transfer of registration to us, and then there's information about Hegseth turning it over to Trump after it's done, after he leaves the White House.
What do you have to say for yourself, Pete Hegseth? I can see you hiding your good deeds to the president.
And here's the big thing, and this is here's the thing I was talking to somebody else with. It's like these two announcements, man, after everything that's happened with tariffs and Iran, it feels like a light punch to the face or to the balls. But the reality is, and people need to frame this, they're going to be cutting Social Security at some point. Medicaid is getting cut, tax cuts for the rich, and all this, and they're cutting back on all the services like EPA, like all the stuff that keeps us safe and better quality of lives. they're cutting those things so that Trump can have a ballroom and they can retrofit his new plane and give money back to his friends through taxes. Y'all got played. Anybody voted for him got played.
What about those people, Jonathan, in the middle who are like, he's not really doing that to me, so I don't really care. Or maybe
Uh,
we're fear mongering. What if the people, the portion of people that think what our side is saying is just fear mongering about the future, kind of like the right does anyway? Is
okay,
it the
so let's
same?
look at that. Let's look at that. So if you go back, go do your research. Happy to have a discussion on this. But
In the comments,
EPA is now
respectfully,
challenging the
please
ozone
be
layers,
respectful.
the greenhouse gases, so that they can allow companies to put out more greenhouse gases, because that's going to make things cooler. Not it's not like we're not having record heat year after year or anything.
Oof,
It's
it's
not like we
brutal.
didn't have Texas flood multiple times and hurricanes that destroyed the United States and like the hottest temperature on record in the United States and like forever. No, no, none of that happened.
I still think people hear
It's
that and they're
not
like, "You're still
like
just fear mongering."
there's more and more places being denoted as toxic for humans. Like where we live in North Carolina, more streams have been polluted since the EPA changes and are no longer been safe. Parks and Wildlife and the local EPAs have marked multiple new streams and rivers as unsafe to swim in.
We should do a whole episode on and like get links to all of the effects from all of the cuts that like Doge has made, all the firings that took place, the downstream effects from those. I've seen stories, throughout social media that are just horrific about that, about different, all the different things.
It, I got one more screen I'll share in just a second. So wait till you get rid of your Medicaid. Wait till they get rid of Social Security. Medicare's on the list of things. It's on the list. EPA, Better Business Bureau, all these things. And now they're. I don't know if you heard Senator Hot was his Hotley or something. He said,
Art Holly.
yeah, he said they're discussing checking voter registrations and giving $600 to everybody who voted for Trump for the rebate that Trump
That
is talking about.
doesn't sound legal.
I mean,
Well,
what's
I get
legal?
what are you
Nobody
gonna I
enforces
know. What are you gonna
anything
do?
here. Who gives a shit?
What's legal? It's all goddamn interpretation at this point. And the
It's
interpretation, like I want to interpret it wrong and legally.
all corruption, buddy. All
It is
corruption.
crazy how corrupt our government is.
There's
I
one
heard
more
this crazy
site
story
I
about
want to
Bolsonaro.
share. There's one more site I want to share. Project 2025.observer. And in here, they have a really nice breakdown of the different agencies, the different objectives, and what they were going to do. And these are all the steps laid out in Project 2025. So,
Control V, make it bigger and go through a couple of those.
so like USAID, we already talked about it. Cut the budget, rescind USAID policies. And here's the notes of when it's happened.
I
And
can't
there's
see it.
news
Read it.
sources in here where you can go and look at the actual line in the Project 2025 to see where it was denoted. So
That's super cool.
this, it's horrible, is what it is. But
Well, it's cool
it's,
that someone thought of this.
yep. But we're already at 46%, and we're only a few months in, and there's like
What's to come?
316.
I haven't read.
I recommend everybody go look at Project 2025.observer and go look ahead and see what's going to happen next. And those are savvy at stocks. If you wanted to know how to get ahead on that, there you go. Go do your research.
We are not financial advisors. I want to make that clear.
I know people that do this. They go and look at this. They figure out what's going to happen. They listen for the news and they get their bets ready. And then as soon as the announcement comes through, they're going to do something. They make their play, like the drones in the military. I know people that
Yeah.
made shit tons of money off of the announcement that
We were going to start
was
sending them to
going
Russia or
to.
Ukraine or something.
No, Hegseth said that they're going to modernize the military by creating drones. So all you soldiers out there, those drones are going to take your jobs. Just telling you right now.
No, I don't think they're going to take them. We're just going to also have that many drones.
If you listen to a lot of people I've seen, There's no point in sending a person that costs 100 times more than a drone that's suicidal. Just saying.
Amen. I agree with that. I
Why
think
pay
there is a
for a
place in the
person?
world though for aggressive people like that. Like there's lifelong military families that in their blood and core is fight. In every culture, we need to have a place for that aggression.
But Hegseth did place a contract with a company that was owned by one of the founders of 2025, and they're going to be ordering drones through them. There's the grift kids. That's the full circle of grift. But people I know and paid attention to saw it, and our cat went from $1 to $1.50, and they clocked it out, and then it fell.
Hmm.
And I know, and I made money on that too. Good luck. So if you know what to look for, you know what to look for. But the grift is on. Plane, ballroom, hungry kids. Which one's more valuable to you? Which one did you vote for?
All right. I don't have a good sign off. Bye, everyone.
Do your research, vote accordingly. Go get our country back. For the people, by the people.
No, but if you do watch this, thank you very much. My name is Chris McIntyre. That's Jonathan Travis. This is Almost Above Average. If you hear something that you want to comment on, please do. Please be kind in the comments. Like, we're not trying to hurt anybody's feelings at all. I get a lot of really rude comments online, but that's the internet. But I do appreciate the discourse. I really genuinely do.
Hey, the reality of this is they want
we're in this together. We're in this together.
No. Look, the rich, the people at the top, the people in control want us fighting each other. They want us saying stuff mean to each other. They want us attacking each other, because as long as we're attacking each other, we're not attacking them. And they're the
if we're distracted with each other,
they're the pirates. They know that if we all realize that they were the villain, we'd eat the rich, just like they did in France. And it's just a matter of time.
Keep an eye on the Epstein thing, though. Don't let that go away. I know it won't, but still, keep an eye on it. Until next time, peace.